Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series of Computer Organization and Advanced Microprocessors. This is our 18th lecture, and in this lecture we are going to learn about the data representation techniques, and in this technique we are learning fixed point number format, and we'll learn about the method r-1's complement. We have already seen about some basic concepts and ideas about the this techniques. So let's start with the r-1's complement method. Okay, so as we know that in a fixed point numbers there are basically two methods, right? In the previous video we have seen this, that there are two methods, r-1's complement, and the second method is r's complement. In r-1 complement, again there are two ways or two methods for a nines complement that we do for the decimal numbers, and for the binary we perform the ones complement. So r-1 and r's complement, this r is nothing but the radix. We will learn about this radix point or a radix word in detail in the next coming lecture. So let's start with the r-1's complement method. Okay guys, so let's start with the r-1 complement subtraction rules. In this lecture we'll learn about the subtraction, and we'll learn about some rules, basic rules for to perform the subtraction operation, right? So subtraction for the r-1's complement, and we'll learn about the some rules of it. Okay, so the very first rule says that find nines or ones complement of the subtrahend. What is subtrahend, what is minuend, that we will see. But nines and the ones complement means what? Whenever the question is given to you to solve it, it would be given that perform the nines complement or the ones complement. So based on that, you have to find the complement of that subtrahend. Okay, so what is subtrahend? See, when I say a minus b, so this b is nothing but my subtrahend, and this a is my minuend. So this new two terms new you have, one is a subtrahend and second is a minuend. So if I say that perform 5 minus 2, so this 2 is nothing but the subtrahend, and this 5 is minuend, right? So first you have to, so the very first step is, what you have to do, you have to find the nines complement or a ones complement of the given subtrahend. How to do that, that we will learn. Okay, what is the next rule? Next rule says add minuend to the answer. Whatever the nines complement or ones complement you get for the subtrahend, after that you just have to add the minuend. Just so next is an addition. Then the next rule says, if carry generated, add the carry. What is carry? If I say, let's say, I want to perform 6 plus 5. Okay, so 1 is the sum, that is my answer, and this one becomes the carry, right? This one becomes the carry. Okay, then the next rule says final answer is positive if carry generated. Yes, this is most important thing, that when how will you come to know that answer would be the positive or the negative. So keep in mind that answer is positive if carry generated. If carry generated, then your answer would be positive, and if no carry, answer would be negative. So these 2 points we need to keep in mind, that if carry generated, answer would be positive, and if no carry means answer would be negative. So these are the basic rules to perform the subtraction operation on with you by using the r-1's complement method. So let's start with the calculation. Okay guys, so let's start with the first example. So our first example is 55 minus 23. What is my question? My question is 55 minus 23, and whenever it is asked to you that perform some particular operation, it will be written over here nines complement. Means you have to perform this operation with the 9's complement method. Okay, fine. So very first, what you need to do, very first just identify that what is the minuend and what is the subtrahend, right? So okay, in this my 55 is a minuend and 23 is the subtrahend. We know very well that 55 minus 23 will give me the 32, and this 32 would be the positive, right? But how to do this calculation using the 9's complement method, right? So what is there in the 9's complement method? In the previous slide we have already seen about the rules to perform the 9's complement and 1's complement. So let's start with the 9's complement method, and our question is 55 minus 23. So the very first rule says find the 9's complement for the subtrahend. That is my first rule, right? Okay, so how to find the 9's complement of any number? To find the 9's complement of any number, simply take 99 minus 23. So base value for 9's complement, that is 99. Then subtract the subtrahend. My subtrahend is 23. And what would be the answer? My answer would be 76. Perfect. So I can say that 76, yes, this 76 is the 9's complement for the 23, right? 76 is the 9's complement value for the number 23. Now second rule says, in the second rule what we have to do, in the second rule whatever the 9's complement you get for your subtrahend, after that simply add your minuend. And what is the minuend? 55 is your minuend. So simply I am adding the 55 into the 76 and I get the answer 131, right? 131 is the answer. But as you can see over here that I am performing the subtraction operation on how many digits? On the 2 digits number, right? On the 2 digits number, and I am getting the answer in a 3 digits numbers. Remember about the bit overflow? In the last lecture we have learned about this bit overflow, remember? So here this one is the overflow bit, right? Bit overflow. And rule says that whenever carry generated, or if you get the answer with the carry, means there is a overflow in the answer, simply add that carry in the answer. Means what we are doing, we are taking this one over here, see this one, this, right? We are simply taking this one over here, means we are performing 31 plus 1 and we get the answer, and answer is 32. Remember the rule says if carry generated, answer is positive. Perfect. So this is the 9's complement method to perform the subtraction operation. So when we perform the subtraction operation, we follow this method, right? We follow this method. But when computer performs subtraction operation, it uses or it follows this 9's complement method. I hope it is clear to everyone. We will do more examples. So it's about the 9's complement method, and this is our first example for the subtraction. Okay, so now let's take another example. So example 2 for the same method, 9's complement, but we are taking the different values. Okay, so here we have taken 22 minus 42. What we want to do? We want to perform 22 minus 42, and in the bracket it is written 9's complement method, right? Okay, so let's do the calculation. Okay, so 22 minus 42, and here my 42 is my subtrahend and my 22 is my minuend, right? Okay, and if we perform this operation, we can easily say that I'll get the answer minus 22. Why minus? Because we are subtracting the bigger value from the smaller value. So this is very simple. But how to perform the same calculation using the nines complement method, right? We know the rules and we have already performed one example, we have already performed one calculation. Now let's do the same thing for this example. So very first rule says what we have to do, we have to find the nines complement for the subtrahend, and 42 is my subtrahend. So what I got as an answer, I got 57. Next rule says add this minuend. What is the minuend? My minuend is 22. So add this minuend into the nines complement of the subtrahend. So 57 plus 22, and then we get the answer 79. Okay, now what rule says? Rule says, okay, we have performed the operation on 2 digits and we got the answer in the 2 digits, means there is no bit overflow, means no overflow, and so we don't have any carry. So my answer is without carry. And if there is no carry, in that case you have to perform one more step, and that step says again find the nines complement for the this answer. So how to find the nines complement? 99 minus 79, and final answer we got is 22. Perfect. But rule says if no carry generated, in that case answer is negative. So simply just put the sign, negative sign over here, and we got the minus 20 and the same minus 20 here. So when we perform the operation, we follow this method, but when computer performs the same operation, it performs this method, it follows this method. So this is the second example for the nines complement method. Okay, so after performing the nines complement method on values, now let's see the ones complement method. Nines complement is basically for the decimal numbers and ones complement is for the binary numbers. Rules will remain the same for both the types. Okay, so here we have one binary number, that is 11000 minus 10000. This is my binary number. The first rule says that find the ones complement of the subtrahend, right? What is the subtrahend? My subtrahend is 10000. In a binary in decimal, normally we subtract the subtrahend or the value from the 9 number, right? But in the ones complement, simply we inverse the bits to get the ones complement. So here my subtrahend is, what is my subtrahend? That is 10000, and if I inverse the bits of this subtrahend, I'll get the 01111. So my this 01111 is the ones complement for the 10000. So fine, I got the answer for the ones complement. Now next rule says add the minuend to the ones complement, and my minuend is 11000. So let's add this minuend to the ones complement. After adding these values, let's perform the addition operation. 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 0 1, 1 plus 1 0, and 1 carry I'll have, and then 1 plus 1 0, and again I'll have 1 carry. So I'll get this answer, right? Okay, and as we know that this is called the bit overflow, right? And if answer is with carry, what we normally do, we will simply take that carry down and we add that carry in the given answer, and after performing the addition operation we'll get 01000. So this is my actually final answer, but without um, the sign bit. So how to add the sign bit? Okay, we know that if carry generated, my answer would be positive, and what is the sign bit for the positive? That is the 0. So this is my final answer, that is 0, then 01000. This is the final answer, and this is the answer with the sign. Fine. So it is about the ones complement for the when we get the positive answer. Okay, now let's see the second example for the ones complement. Now we are very much familiar with the rules, and so same rules we are applying in this calculation. Here we have two values, that is 1 double 0 1 and double 1 double 1. So first, to find the ones complement of subtrahend, we'll simply invert the bits of subtrahend and I'll get the double 0 double 0. Now next step says add the minuend to the ones complement, and my minuend is 1 double 0 1, and I got the answer 1 double 0 1. Okay, so as we can see over here that I got the 4-bit answer for the 4-bit values, and so there is no overflow, no bit overflow, and I don't have any carry. And when you don't have carry, what again we do, we again find the ones complement for the answer. And as you can see over here, the ones complement for the 1001, I'll get the 0 double 1 0. I get the um, inverse or the ones complement for this. Okay, now the last thing is I got this answer, right? We got 0 double 1 0, but as we know that when there is no carry, at that time my answer would be negative. And what is the negative sign for the negative? The sign is 1, and we use the symbol underscore. We can use underscore, hyphen, dot and asterisk any. So it was about the subtraction method or a subtraction rules for no carry generation. Okay guys, it was all about the r minus 1's complement method, and in next lecture we'll learn about the r's complement methods.